Hey guys, it's Amanda here. I'm back to show you some activities. These activities center around first grade, so think of that age range is what I'm going to be using them with. And many of them are Valentine Day themed because we are now in February of 2021. So let's get into these. I'm excited to show you them, and I'll show you how I've adapted them for first grade. This first activity here is called Valentine Robot Sound Switch. It works on short vowel words. Now this is a little bit easy for him, obviously for first grade. It's a little easy. So it's probably more geared towards kindergarten. However, I thought it still might be fun because after we make the words, I'm going to have him use them in a sentence or write a sentence using the word. So I can adapt this activity to make it a little bit harder for what he needs. But you can use this for sure with kindergartners. And then again, like I said, you can adapt it for the older ones like I'm going to. All right, let me show you how we're going to use this. Now, this activity originally, when I made it a couple of years ago, you are supposed to use just your magnetic letters with it. So if you have magnetic letters, which most people do, you use magnetic letters. But what I'm going to do is this time we're going to use Play-Doh. All right, so I put all the cards that it comes with in this little heart bucket with our little hearts, just to make it a little bit more Valentine's Day themed. You're going to take a card out. And so the student will take a card out, and on the card there are two pictures, and then it has this arrow here. So they're going to change from this word to this word by changing one sound. So here's what I mean. The first picture is a picture of a map. So you would use your magnetic letters and they would put M-A-P for map. What I'm going to have him do is he's going to use his Play-Doh, and then I have these letters that he can stamp in the Play-Doh. So what he would do, and I pulled out the pink Play-Doh for Valentine's Day. Well, it's actually kind of purple in there because my kids mix the colors up all the time. So it's kind of purple Play-Doh. That's okay. I'm going to put the Play-Doh on here. And so the student would put the Play-Doh on there like this. Put just a little bit in each box. Now he's going to stamp the word map. So here's M. Then he's going to make A and P. All right, so he'll make his letters out of his Play-Doh. Now, we have map is going to sound switch to mat. This is a mat. So he has to decide which letter he needs to change. He needs to change the last letter to mat with a T. So again, he's going to take his Play-Doh and then he'll make mat instead of map. All right, just like that. And again, after this, then I can have him use the word mat or use the word map in a sentence. We can even write it, and so we can practice writing some sentences. So that will be great for his age. So for first grade, you can adapt it to writing sentences. For the younger kids, you can just do the words. All right, so then we go on to another card, and this one is can to cat. So very easily, he'd make can with his Play-Doh, and then we would change it to cat. I don't remember where I got these Play-Doh letters. I've had them for a really long time, but they're a lot of fun. It's just a way to change it up from always using our magnetic letters on our activities. So this one will be a lot of fun. And again, I have been enjoying putting the cards for the different activities in with our Valentine's Day themed manipulatives so that they just pull the cards out and go from there. Okay, this next activity is just a review of coins. It's called Roll and Cover Coins for Valentine's Day. Again, it has the Hearts for Valentine's Day themed, but it's just a great way to review our coins and our values. So it comes with two different cards. It comes with the ones with the values and then the ones with the pictures. So if you just have a student who's just practicing matching up the pictures, like penny to penny, you'd use this card, but I'm going to use this card where we're matching up the amounts. And this is just going to be a really quick kind of a warm-up activity one day before we do math. So I like to do telling time or money or just math facts, some kind of quick activity that practices an essential skill before we do our math assignment for the day. So a lot of times I'll pull out a clock and then just really quick give him some times, and we'll practice on doing that. I do it with 2 of my children usually. So, all right, this one what they do is they roll the die. So I have a little die here. I rolled a 3, so we're going to find the 3 hearts. It says 10 cents, and then we have to cover up a dime, obviously, because dimes are worth 10 cents. I'm going to use some manipulatives here in this little heart box, and if you saw my last video, I showed you all the different Valentine manipulatives that we are using for this month for our activities. If you didn't see that video, it was the preschool video. And you can skip ahead a little bit if you want to just see the manipulatives that we're using. But in this video, I'm going to show you, we're going to use these hearts. These are heart erasers that are in here. And he's just going to go ahead and cover up a dime. He'd roll again. This time I got a 2. The 2 says 5 cents, so I would cover up a nickel. All right, you understand and you get the idea. It's just a really quick review of what these coins are worth. Then we could also, if I want to make it a little bit trickier, I could say, okay, we're going to do this activity again. When you roll, we're going to start adding up the amounts of money. So let's say I roll, and I roll a 4. So the 4 says 25 cents. So he's going to cover up a quarter. Then he's going to roll again. The next one says I rolled a 1, so that's a penny. So then I'm going to say, okay, how much money is that? How much is a quarter and a penny? He would say 26 cents. Okay, roll again. I rolled a penny again. That's easy. So now I have 27 cents. Roll again. I got a 3. I got a dime. So now 27 cents plus a dime is... he would have to say 37 cents. So another way you can adapt a little bit of an easier activity for a child who is a little bit older. So we will probably do that as well. We'll start counting the amounts together. Penny, so cover up a penny. And then we'll write that down on our board. So now we have another pen.
Let me just check to make sure it's okay. It's a penny.
All right. Did you cover it up? Yep, that's a penny. Okay. So, let's count our money. 25, 30, 31, 32, 33 cents. Mark's turn to roll.
Please, can I have 6 or 1?
Oh, another penny?
We don't even have that much pennies.
All right, then you get to roll again. 3. What's that?
That's
a dime, right? Aren't dimes 10 cents?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cover up a dime.
Dimes are this.
Yes,
okay,
there you go. Okay, wait. Count your money. 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 43. 43 cents. Good. All right, this next Valentine's Day activity is called Teen Number Match. It's originally made for kindergarten, so it is a little bit easy because you're matching up teen numbers. But again, I'm going to adapt it for first grade now, and we're going to make it a little bit harder. All right, so the original intent for this activity is the kids will take a card. It has 3 hearts on it, and they have to match up the numbers. So they're just practicing counting teen numbers. So for example, this would be 14, so they would find the card for 14, and they will place it on top. All right, this is 19, and this is 18 over here. All right, so they would match them up, and then they would go on to another card. So that's how you would do it for a younger student, more like kindergarten age level, who's working on their teen numbers. Now, for a child who's a little bit older, what I'm going to do is after he has matched, so he's going to match them up, just like I did. After he has counted and matched up the numbers, then we're going to put them in order from greatest to least or least to greatest. So I'm going to say, let's put the cards in order from least to greatest. So he's going to put his cards down here, 14, then 18, then 19. All right, great. So we have them in order from least to greatest. Or the next time I might say put them in order from greatest to least, so on and so forth. You can also, once the cards are up there, so this was 14, this was 19, this was 18. Okay, when the cards are up there, instead of having them put them in order, you can verbally give them commands and have them use a manipulative to cover up the answer that you asked them to do. So for this, I would have him use some manipulatives. I'm going to use these in the video to show you. These are our pop-up hearts. And so I would give him, I would say, all right, let's cover up the number that is the greatest. So he'd put a pop-up heart on 19. All right, let's cover up the number that is the least. He'd put a heart on 14. You get the idea. Another idea that I had of doing is adding. So once they have matched up all of their numbers, then we could practice adding. So let's add, and I just have them pick two. Pick two numbers, and let's add them up. Okay, let's add 14 and 19. And then I have these little paper hearts that I've had forever. I'm just going to have him write his answers on these little paper hearts just to make it kind of cute. So we'll add these numbers up and he'll write his answers on these hearts. So just lots of fun ways to change up this activity and make it even more difficult for children who are ready to move on. So here's another card. There's a whole handful of them. Just have them go to the next card, find the numbers, match them up. Okay, so let's move on to the next activity. Okay, this activity is a phonics activity working on consonant blends. It's a Valentine's Day theme, but again, it is called Consonant Blend Heart Slides. There are 3 different components to this activity. There are the cards that have the endings on them here. There are the beginning blend cards with the hearts, and then there are the matching picture cards. I put the matching picture cards in this little heart bucket with these little styrofoam hearts. And then I have the blend cards are in a pocket chart, and then these cards are cards that we would put on the table. So here's what he is going to do. He's going to take an ending card. So this is an ending card. We'll start with this one. And on each card, it has the blend at the top. So he has to get this blend heart out of his pocket chart right here. So we're going to find ST. And then what they do is they hold it in front and they slide it down to read each card or each word. So he's going to read stamp, stem, steps. Stamp, stem, steps. And then the last part is, after they've read correctly, they have to find the card with the Valentine book that has those words. So he'd flip through here, and here it is. So they would then match the card up. So I have a stamp, I have a stem, and I have steps. All right, so that would be, he would have completed this one. He can take this off, and then the student would grab another card, and we would go on. So this one's going to work on the blend swa, 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 and sweep. Now, another way I have them do it after they read, we sometimes read it like this because it practices their blend sounds better. So we would do it like this: swa in sweep, S W, swa in swim, S W, swa in sweets, S W, sweep, swim, sweets. All right, so we would do all of that to practice our swa blend, and then he would go through here, and we're looking for a picture at the top that is sweep. So let's see, that's brush, sleep. We're looking for sweep. Here it is. And we would match it up. So we have swa in sweep, swa in swim, swa in sweets. All right, I think this activity is super cute. They would continue on going through these cards. It works on all sorts of beginning blend sounds. We have beginning blends with R. We have beginning blends with N. N. We have beginning blends with M and K and L. So lots of practice, lots of fun. Okay, this is another phonics activity. This activity works on long vowel words. So this is called Valentine long vowel word flip. And it comes with these cards that you fold over to hide the picture, and you attach the Valentine book to a clip like I did here, and then the student clips it on the card. So what he has to do is he has to read the card. It's hive, hive. If he reads it properly, he takes the clip off and looks at the picture and sees that's a picture of a hive. Okay, so then they would grab another card. This one is, of course, he would clip it on to cover it up. He's going to read clue, clue. And then there's a picture of clue. Here is pipe. Okay, so we have it covered up. Pipe, uncovered, and there's a pipe. Now, here is the second step that I am going to add to this activity. So this activity is just a reading activity, but what I decided is what we're going to do is we're going to extend the activity and sort the cards by the long vowel. So A, E, I, O, U. All right, I just have these little cards here, and I just put a vowel on each one of the cards. And then what we would do is we would sort the cards by the vowel. I'm gonna put this in a pocket chart to show you what I mean. All right, friends, I put all of the letters in my pocket chart. So all my vowels are there. You can just use any kind of letters that you have to change up this activity. Put the vowels in there, and then what we're gonna do is I'll have him read a card. So rain, rain, we'll take it off. It's a picture of rain, and then he has to put it with the correct category. Rain is long A, so he's gonna place it in his pocket chart next to long A. Then we'll take another card and we'll read the long vowel word. This is seed, and we'll find where it goes. This one is long E. Again, he's going to take his clip off and check his answer. So the picture is a good way for them to check their answer to make sure they read properly. Okay, so then here's another one. He's got his clip on there. He's going to read toad, and he's going to take the clip off to check his answer. There's a toad, and then he's going to put that one with long O. All right, you get the idea. So I changed it up a little bit so that we can sort each of the words by what long vowel it goes with. Okay, guys, this very last activity I'm going to show you is called Be Mine. It's working on short vowels. So here is another phonics themed activity. This one, again, is pretty easy, but I'm going to do it with two of my kids, and I think, you know what, having fun, and even if it is a little bit easy, it's still fun to play games sometimes. So this one, and this one would be great for if you have a kindergartner or even a preschooler who's kind of excelling and ready to read. Okay, so what they do is I have two different game mats here that it comes with. You can play this with just one student, or you can play it with two students, or you can have a mat and then your student could have a mat and you could play it together. And basically what you do is you spin the spinner, not roll. All right, I spun on, I got I. So I'm gonna look at the pictures here, and the first picture that has short I, I'm gonna cover up. Well, it's pig. Pig is my very first picture, and it's short I, so I'm gonna cover it up. You can use any kind of manipulative you have. I'm gonna use these little hearts that we have here, and my student would cover it up. All right, this time I spun O. So I'm going to look at my next picture. It is a bag. That's not short O, so I'm going to keep going. Web. Nope, that's short E. Dog. There we go. I finally got to a short O, so I'm going to cover, or I'm just going to move my heart to that spot. I don't have to keep covering up. So then you just basically keep spinning until you get your B, here's your B, to your beehive. So I spin again. This time I got A. So my next picture is gum, that's short U. Then I have zip, Then ham. So I'm going to move my heart to ham because that's short A, and keep going until I get to my beehive. Now, if you play it with 2 players and you use the 2 mats at the same time, the first one to get to their beehive is the winner. Or you could just play with 1 student, or just have 1 student do it themselves even, if you had this at an activity center, if you were in a classroom, or if you're a homeschool parent, just having 1 student, just have them play until they get to their beehive. So there you go. That's what I will be doing. That's the last activity I have to show you today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.